Intuition is Your Superpower by Kaleem H.G. Mura and produced by the Oryx. What if I told you that the greatest power you'll ever possess isn't something you have to earn, buy, or even find? It's already inside you. Right now. A power so profound it can cut through chaos, rewrite your future, and align you with the exact reality you've been chasing. This power doesn't speak in words, it whispers in feelings, in flashes of knowing, in the silent certainty that defies logic. This power is intuition. And make no mistake, it's not just a feeling. It's your ability to perceive the invisible patterns, energies, and frequencies that shape everything around you. It's your personal key to the universe's control panel. Every breakthrough you've ever had, every decision that changed your life for the better, every coincidence that felt like magic, those weren't accidents. That was intuition doing its job. Here's the problem. Most people don't even realize they have this power, let alone know how to use it. They're sleepwalking through life, deaf to the subtle signals that could transform everything. Today that changes. Intuition is not some mystical abstraction or vague gut feeling. It's the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, the link between what you know and what you haven't consciously processed yet. Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious, a vast pool of wisdom and connection that we all share. Modern thinkers like Brian Scott teach that intuition taps into the vibrational field of infinite potential. Intuition isn't just a gift, it's a skill, one that can be sharpened and harnessed to unlock the life you want. But let me be clear, this isn't about turning you into a mind reader or a mystic. It's about giving you the tools to recognize what's already there. Intuition is the internal compass that aligns you with the rhythm of the universe, showing you where to go, what to choose, and when to act. When you understand it, you can stop relying on guesswork and start building a life that feels inevitable. Here's the challenge. Intuition doesn't play by the rules of logic. It doesn't provide step-by-step instructions or long-winded explanations. It's subtle, fleeting, and easy to miss, especially in a world that worships reason and dismisses the unseen. Think about it. How many times have you ignored that quiet voice inside you? How many times have you doubted yourself, talked yourself out of a feeling, or rationalized away a choice, only to regret it later? We've been conditioned to silence our intuition, to believe that logic is supreme, and that anything we can't quantify doesn't exist. But that conditioning comes at a cost. When you ignore your intuition, you're cutting yourself off from the most powerful resource you have. You're leaving your life to chance, hoping logic will catch what your intuition already knows. Spoiler, it won't. Logic is a tool. Intuition is the blueprint. And if you don't learn how to use it, you'll always be chasing clarity instead of creating it. So what is intuition really? It's the ability to interpret the language of energy and vibration. Everything in this universe vibrates. Your thoughts, your emotions, the people you meet, the spaces you enter. Intuition is how you tune in to that vibration and translate it into action. The science backs this up. Your brain is constantly processing information you're not even aware of. Neurologists call it thin slicing. Your mind's ability to analyze patterns and make decisions in milliseconds, often before you consciously understand why. Pair that with the vibrational field of energy that surrounds everything, and you've got a superpower that's both scientific and spiritual. And this isn't new. From ancient mystics to modern neuroscientists, intuition has been recognized as the thread connecting us to something greater. Master Sri Akarshana calls it your inner GPS. The Dun creative describes it as tapping into your higher self. Whether you think of it as divine guidance or neural processing on steroids, the outcome is the same. When you use your intuition, you start moving in harmony with life instead of fighting against it. Intuition isn't just something that happens to you, it's something you can cultivate. It's not passive, it's active. It's not random, it's precise. And when you learn to trust it, it will transform your reality. Imagine this, knowing exactly when to take that leap, when to hold back, when to say yes and when to walk away. Imagine seeing opportunities before they appear, sensing the intentions of others before they act, and moving through life with unshakable confidence. That's what happens when you wake up to your intuitive power. This is where the law of attraction meets the law of vibration. Your intuition doesn't just guide you, it aligns you. It helps you tune into the frequency of what you want, amplifying your energy until it becomes magnetic. It's not magic, it's physics. Intuition is your superpower. It's not reserved for the spiritually enlightened or the highly sensitive. It's universal, practical, and accessible. It's the tool that connects you to the vast network of energy and potential that shapes your life. And it's time you learned how to use it. You don't have to live a life of doubt, overthinking, or hesitation. Your intuition is the shortcut, the secret weapon, the ultimate edge. And the best part, it's already yours. From this moment forward, I want you to commit to one thing. Listen. When your intuition speaks, pay attention. When it nudges, follow. This audiobook is your guide to unlocking that power, to strengthening it, and to using it to manifest the life you're meant to live. Ready to begin? Let's open that third eye and step into the life you've been waiting for.
Welcome to the Oryx, a literary collective of like-minded thinkers. Immerse yourself in our powerful audiobooks and thought-provoking insights designed to elevate your mind and transform your life. Subscribe, like, and hit that bell for a steady dose of inspiration to help you embrace the power of the universe within you. And feel free to drop a comment below and share this video with someone who needs that spark. So, are you ready to awaken your true potential? Let's dive in and start your journey.
Chapter 1. Intuition, your hidden superpower. Let's clear something up right now. Intuition isn't luck. It's not a hunch or some random burst of insight you stumbled across by chance. Intuition is your sixth sense. It's as real as your eyesight or hearing. But instead of showing you what's physically in front of you, it tunes you into the deeper, invisible rhythm of the universe. Imagine being able to sense the undercurrents of energy in every moment. The subtle signals, vibrations, and patterns that most people miss. That's intuition in action. It's your inner radar, constantly scanning the world for opportunities, red flags, and truths that don't show up in a spreadsheet. But let's get specific. Intuition is the ability to perceive and process energy. It's the moment you feel drawn to a person without knowing why. It's the sudden clarity that helps you make a life-changing decision. It's the whisper that tells you to hold back, even when everything looks perfect on paper. And if you've ever had those moments, congratulations, you've already experienced your intuitive power. Now it's time to understand it. At its core, intuition is your ability to read energy. It's how you sense the vibe of a room before anyone speaks, or feel someone's emotions without them saying a word. It's the bridge between the seen and the unseen, between logic and the infinite. Everything in this universe is energy, vibrating at its own frequency. Your thoughts, your emotions, your very existence, they're all vibrations. Intuition is the mechanism that allows you to pick up on these frequencies and interpret them. It's like having a direct line to the unspoken truths that guide every moment. Carl Jung believed that intuition connects us to the collective unconscious, a vast network of shared wisdom that transcends time and space. Brian Scott frames it as aligning with higher frequencies to access the flow of the universe. And then there's Master Sri Akarshana, who calls intuition your inner GPS, the tool that aligns you with your life's purpose. Whatever lens you look through, the message is the same. Intuition is your connection to something bigger, something that operates beyond logic. Intuition is simple at its core, but extraordinary in its application. Think of it as a two-part process. 1. Tuning in. Your intuition picks up on the subtle vibrations around you. Energy, emotions, intentions, and patterns that aren't obvious to the naked eye. This could be someone's unspoken feelings, the potential of an opportunity, or even danger before it appears. 2. Translating. Once your intuition picks up the signal, your subconscious mind processes it. It sends you a message in the form of a feeling, a thought, or a knowing. The challenge: it doesn't come with a full explanation, which is why so many people doubt it. Here's an example. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt uneasy? Maybe they were smiling, saying all the right things, but something about them didn't sit right. That was your intuition reading their energy and warning you before your conscious mind could catch up. Science backs this up. Studies in neuroscience show that your brain can process up to 11 million bits of information per second, but only about 50 bits reach your conscious awareness. The rest? That's your intuition working behind the scenes, piecing together patterns and signals your logical brain misses. The most successful people in history, visionaries, creators, and game changers, share one thing in common. They trust their intuition. Albert Einstein famously said, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant." He credited intuition as the spark behind his greatest discoveries. Steve Jobs built Apple by trusting his instincts, even when his ideas seemed absurd at the time. He described intuition as more powerful than intellect. Oprah Winfrey, a master of aligning with the universe, often credits her success to listening to her gut. "I've trusted the still, small voice of intuition my entire life, and the only times I've made mistakes is when I didn't listen." These aren't isolated stories. They're proof that intuition isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. It's the edge that separates those who move with purpose from those who stumble through life. Your intuition is your hidden superpower, the one tool that can guide you through the chaos of life. It's not about predicting the future or knowing all the answers. It's about moving in harmony with the flow of energy around you. When you learn to trust and refine your intuition, life becomes less about struggle and more about alignment. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop overthinking and start flowing. And you stop doubting yourself, knowing that your inner compass will always lead you to where you're meant to be. Chapter 2. The language of energy and vibration. Here's a fundamental truth. The universe doesn't run on words, numbers, or even ideas. It runs on energy. Everything, every thought, feeling, and action emits a frequency, a vibration that ripples through the cosmos. This isn't philosophy or metaphor. It's physics, and you're no exception. Every cell in your body, every beat of your heart, every fleeting emotion creates a vibration that interacts with the world around you. When you feel off for no reason or energized without explanation, it's your vibrational state reacting to the energy around you. Intuition steps in as your translator, your guide through this invisible symphony of frequencies. It picks up on these vibrations, subtle, unspoken, and often unnoticed, and turns them into something you can understand and act on. Think of your aura as your energetic fingerprint. It's the field of energy that surrounds you, shaped by your emotions, thoughts, and overall state of being. It's not just spiritual symbolism, it's a measurable phenomenon. Studies in bioenergetics show that humans emit electromagnetic fields, and these fields change based on what's happening inside you. When you're calm and aligned, your aura radiates a clear, stable frequency. But when you're stressed, anxious, or harboring negative energy, it reflects that too. This isn't just about how you feel, it's about the signal you're sending out to the universe. Here's the kicker. Auras are also receptive. Just as your energy affects others, their energy influences you. Ever walked into a room and felt tension you couldn't explain? Or been around someone whose presence made you instantly lighter? That's your intuition reading the room's collective aura. Intuition works because it's fluent in a language most people can't consciously hear. The language of energy and vibration. Here's how it shows up in your life. 1. People. You've met someone and immediately felt a connection. Or the opposite. That's not random. Your intuition is picking up on their vibrational frequency and translating it into a feeling. 2. Places. Ever walked into a space that felt comforting, like it was wrapping you in a hug? Or maybe a place that felt cold and unsettling? That's the energy of the environment, shaped by the people, events, and intentions that have passed through it. 3. Situations. When something feels off, even when everything looks fine on the surface, that's your intuition picking up on the subtle energy dynamics at play. Your job isn't to analyze these feelings to death. It's to listen. Intuition speaks in whispers, not lectures. The more you tune in, the louder those whispers will become. Here's the truth. The energy doesn't lie. If you want to move through life with confidence and clarity, you have to learn to listen to it. Start with awareness. Pay attention to how people, places, and situations make you feel. Not what you think, but what you feel. Does someone's presence make you feel lighter or more grounded? Or do they drain you, even if they're smiling and saying all the right things? Notice how your energy shifts when you enter different environments. Is it calming or chaotic? Does it inspire you or leave you tense? Trust these impressions. They're not just vibes, they're data, your intuition's way of decoding the unseen world. Here's an example. You're at a crossroads, unsure which decision to make. Logic tells you one thing, but there's a feeling, a pull, that won't go away. That's your intuition speaking. It's not analysing spreadsheets, it's reading the energy of each option and guiding you toward the path that aligns with your highest good. Or maybe you're about to trust someone new. They're saying all the right things, but something feels off. That's your intuition translating their energy into a warning signal, one you'd be wise to heed. Learning to listen to energy isn't complicated. It's about trusting what you feel, even when it doesn't make logical sense in the moment. When you master the language of energy, you stop guessing and start knowing. You stop being reactive and start moving with intention. Your intuition becomes your guide, helping you navigate the chaos of life with clarity and confidence. Remember, energy is everywhere, and it's always communicating. Your job is to listen, interpret, and act. Because when you align with the energy around you, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. This is the foundation. Start paying attention. Your energy is always speaking. You have to be ready to hear it. Chapter 3. The Science of Inner Knowing. Here's a secret. Intuition isn't mystical. It's biological. It's not a rare talent reserved for psychics or sages. It's how your body, brain, and energy system work together to process the unseen world. You've felt it before. That sudden knowing. The gut feeling that told you what to do before your brain caught up. It's not magic. It's science. Your intuition isn't just a spiritual concept. It's the most advanced operating system you have. And the best part, it's built into you, waiting for you to use it. Let's start with the hardware. Your heart and brain aren't just organs. They're powerhouses of energy and information. The heart, often dismissed as a mere pump, emits the strongest electromagnetic field in your body. This field isn't just a byproduct of your heartbeat, it's a carrier of information. Studies from the Heart Math Institute show that your heart sends signals to your brain, influencing emotions, decision-making, and even perception. Then there's the brain, a processor so advanced it handles millions of bits of information per second. But here's the catch. Only a fraction of that information reaches your conscious mind. The rest? It's filtered, processed, and sent to your subconscious, where intuition lives. These two systems, your heart and brain, work in tandem, constantly picking up on subtle cues in your environment. Together they create an energetic dialogue that shapes how you feel, act, and decide, often without you realizing it. Let's dig deeper into the heart-brain connection. When you feel calm and focused, your heart and brain synchronize, creating a state known as coherence. In this state, your electromagnetic field expands, becoming more stable and powerful. This isn't just a feel-good moment, it's a prime condition for intuition. Your electromagnetic field interacts with the world around you, picking up on the fields of other people, places, and situations. That's why you can feel someone's presence before they speak, or sense the energy of a room as soon as you walk in. Your heart and brain are constantly processing these fields, decoding them into the feelings and hunches you call intuition. Now let's zoom out to the quantum level. Everything in the universe exists as waves of potential energy, vibrating in a field of infinite possibilities. Quantum mechanics tells us that these waves don't become real until they're observed, until someone focuses their energy and attention on them. Here's where intuition fits in. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are forms of energy. When you focus on something, a goal, a desire, a decision, you collapse those waves of possibility into a single reality. This is the observer effect in action, and it's the same principle behind the law of attraction and the law of vibration. Intuition acts as your guide in this process. It helps you align your focus with the frequencies that match your desired outcome. It's the bridge between the quantum field of potential and the physical world of manifestation. Logic is a great tool. It's precise, analytical, and essential for many aspects of life. But logic has limits. It works with the known, the measurable, the obvious. Intuition, on the other hand, thrives in the unknown. It connects the dots you can't see, processes the patterns logic overlooks, and delivers insights that feel almost magical. Think of your logical mind as the map, and your intuition as the compass. The map shows you what's already charted, but the compass points you toward uncharted territory, the place where breakthroughs happen. When you use logic and intuition together, you get the best of both worlds: clarity and creativity, structure and flow, certainty and faith. This balance is where your true power lies. Understanding the science of intuition doesn't just make it less mysterious, it makes it more practical. When you realize that your intuition is a natural process rooted in biology, energy, and quantum mechanics, you stop doubting it. You start trusting those gut feelings, those flashes of insight, those moments of knowing without knowing why. Your intuition isn't a glitch in the system. It is the system. It's how you connect with the energy around you, navigate the unknown, and align with the life you're meant to live. So here's the takeaway. Your heart, your brain, and the universe itself are constantly communicating with you. Are you ready to listen? Because when you do, you'll discover that intuition isn't just a guide, it's the key to unlocking your full potential. Chapter 4. Signs you're meant to be intuitive. Let's start with a truth that might shake your foundation. You were born intuitive. Yes, you. Not as a lucky genetic anomaly or spiritual elite, but as a standard feature of being human. Intuition is not just some abstract gut feeling or fleeting sense of knowing. It's a highly sophisticated system embedded in your biology. Your brain, your nervous system, and your energy field are all working together, constantly scanning and processing the world around you. If you've ever felt a strange pull towards someone, sensed a warning when none was visible, or simply known something before it unfolded, you've tapped into this system. But here's the kicker. What you think of as rare moments of intuition are only the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface, there's a profound and intricate mechanism quietly guiding you every day. Your intuition lives at the intersection of two major players in your nervous system, your subconscious mind and your sensory processing systems. The subconscious mind processes millions of data points every second, far more than your conscious mind ever could. It picks up subtle facial expressions, changes in tone, body language, micro movements, and environmental shifts. These signals bypass your conscious awareness, but they don't disappear. They're sent to the subconscious, where patterns and probabilities are calculated at lightning speed. The result? A nudge, a feeling, or a sense of knowing that often arrives before you can explain why. Neuroscientists call this thin slicing. It's your brain's ability to take a snapshot of a situation, rapidly analyze it, and deliver insight, all in the blink of an eye. This isn't magic, it's evolutionary genius. Your ancestors survived by sensing danger before it became obvious, and you've inherited that same gift. Your brain isn't the only player in the intuition game. Your heart, the organ you thought was just a pump, is actually a sophisticated sensing device. The heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, one that extends several feet beyond you. This field doesn't just react to your emotions, it can synchronize with the fields of others. When you pick up on someone's vibe, it's not just an expression. Your heart field is literally interacting with theirs, exchanging non-verbal information about their emotional state and intentions. Research from the HeartMath Institute has shown that the heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. These signals influence your emotions, decisions, and even your perception of reality. When your heart and brain are in coherence, when their rhythms sync, you experience heightened intuition, clarity, and a sense of flow. Now that you know the mechanics, let's talk about the signs. How do you know if you're naturally attuned to this intuitive system? Here are the markers. 1. You feel energy before words are spoken. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately sensed the mood? Before anyone says a word, you know whether it's tense, joyful, or indifferent. This isn't imagination, it's your energetic field syncing with the environment. 2. You have strong gut reactions. Your gut isn't just a digestive organ, it's packed with over 100 million neurons, often called the second brain. If you've ever felt a knot in your stomach or a rush of certainty, that's your gut-brain axis processing intuitive information. 3. Your highly empathetic empathy isn't just emotional, it's physiological. When you feel what others are feeling, your mirror neurons, the brain cells responsible for understanding others' emotions, are firing. If you can sense someone's pain or joy as if it's your own, you're deeply connected to the intuitive network. 4. You experience sudden downloads. Do you ever receive flashes of insight or clarity that feel like they came out of nowhere? These intuitive downloads are your subconscious delivering fully formed ideas after processing complex patterns in the background. 5. You're drawn to synchronicities. If you frequently notice meaningful coincidences, numbers, repeated symbols, or unexpected encounters, it's a sign your intuition is guiding you. Synchronicities aren't random. They're breadcrumbs from the universe, helping you align with your path. Maybe you're reading this and thinking, this doesn't sound like me. My intuition feels non-existent. Let me assure you, intuition isn't gone. It's just waiting. Here's why. The modern world trains you to ignore intuition. You've been taught to prioritize logic, analyze every decision, and mistrust anything that doesn't come with a detailed explanation. Over time, this silences the intuitive voice that's always been speaking. But the beauty of intuition is that it's never broken. It's always there, quietly observing, patiently waiting for you to tune in. The moment you start paying attention, acknowledging those subtle nudges and fleeting feelings, you begin to reawaken your intuitive power. Take a moment to reflect. Have there been times when you made a choice that defied logic but felt right? Did you ever know something about a person or situation without any evidence to back it up? These moments aren't accidents. They're signs that your intuition is alive and active. Pay attention to the physical cues too. Do you feel a flutter in your stomach when something's off? A warmth in your chest when something feels aligned? Your body is constantly speaking the language of intuition, translating energy into sensations. Understanding the signs of intuition isn't just about recognizing a skill you have, it's about reclaiming a part of yourself that's been overlooked. When you realize how deeply connected you are to the energy around you, you stop doubting your instincts. You begin to trust the unseen patterns and signals that guide your decisions. The bottom line, you are wired for intuition. It's not a rare gift, it's your birthright. The sooner you embrace it, the sooner you'll unlock its full potential. And when you do, life stops feeling like guesswork and starts feeling like destiny. So here's the challenge. Pay attention. Trust the feelings, notice the synchronicities, and start tuning into the signals you've been ignoring. Your intuition isn't waiting for permission, it's waiting for you to listen. Chapter 5. Amplify your intuitive signal. Your intuition is always speaking to you, but it's not loud, it's subtle. It's a whisper, a nudge, a gentle pull. The problem? Most of us are too distracted to hear it. Between endless to-do lists, constant notifications, and the mental noise of daily life, your intuitive signal can feel like it's drowned out. But here's the good news. You don't need to be a monk or move to the mountains to amplify your intuition. You just need stillness and focus. When you clear out the clutter, your intuition naturally becomes sharper, clearer, and impossible to ignore. Intuition thrives in moments of quiet. When your mind is calm, your energetic field aligns, and your inner voice has space to come through. Think about it. Some of your best ideas and deepest insights probably hit you in the shower, on a walk, or in the stillness before sleep. That's not a coincidence. It's your intuition finally getting airtime. Stillness doesn't mean doing nothing. It means being present. It means creating moments where your mind isn't racing and your energy isn't scattered. It's in these moments that intuition becomes a guiding force rather than a faint echo. Here's how to sharpen your inner knowing. 1. Grounding. Grounding is like hitting the reset button for your energy. When you're grounded, your connection to the present moment becomes stronger and your intuition has a solid foundation to work from. How to ground. Stand barefoot on the earth. Grass, dirt, sand, whatever you have access to. Visualize roots growing from your feet into the ground, anchoring you to the earth's energy. Breathe deeply, focusing on the feeling of connection and stability. Grounding helps you shake off external noise and align with your natural energetic state. The result? A clearer, more reliable intuitive signal. 2. Kantiyi. Energy cleansing. Your intuition operates through your energy field, but that field can get clogged. Negative interactions, stressful environments, or even your own doubts can create energetic blockages. Cleansing your energy is like wiping the smudges off a mirror. It helps your intuition reflect more clearly. How to cleanse your energy. Use sage or Palo Santo to smudge your space and yourself. Take a salt bath to neutralize and release stagnant energy. Visualize a white light washing over you, clearing away anything that isn't serving you. Think of this as routine maintenance for your intuitive system. When your energy is clear, your intuition becomes sharper and more responsive. 3. Meditation. If grounding is the foundation and cleansing is the reset, meditation is the amplifier. Meditation trains your mind to listen, to notice, to observe without judgment. It creates the stillness intuition needs to thrive. How to meditate for intuition? Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Focus on your breath, letting each inhale and exhale draw you into the present moment. Once your mind feels calm, bring your attention to your heart or third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Ask a simple question like, what do I need to know right now? Then listen. Don't force answers. Just notice what comes up. Even 5 minutes a day can make a noticeable difference. Meditation isn't about clearing your mind completely. It's about creating a space where your intuition can be heard. To strengthen your intuitive abilities, try these techniques. 1. Energy scanning. The next time you enter a room, pause. Close your eyes for a moment and focus on the energy. Does it feel warm, tense, chaotic, or calm? Take note of your initial impression. Then observe how people interact in that space. Chances are your intuitive read will match the vibe. 2. Gut instinct testing. Start small. When faced with a minor decision, what to eat, which route to take, or whether to attend an event, pause and check in with your gut. What feels light, easy, or exciting? What feels heavy, forced, or draining? Follow your initial feeling and see where it leads. 3. Daily intuition journal. Spend a few minutes each day writing down any intuitive hits, gut feelings, or synchronicities you noticed. Over time, you'll start to see patterns in how your intuition communicates with you, and you'll build trust in its guidance. The secret ingredient: trust. Let's address the elephant in the room: doubt. Doubt is the kryptonite of intuition. The more you second-guess your feelings, the quieter your intuition becomes. It's not that your intuition goes away, it's that your disbelief drowns it out. Trust is the antidote. When you trust your intuition, even in small ways, you strengthen the connection. You give your inner voice permission to speak louder. And when you act on your intuition, you create a feedback loop that reinforces your faith in it. Here's a mantra to remember: doubt kills intuition, trust fuels it. When you amplify your intuitive signal, you stop searching for answers outside of yourself. You realize that everything you need to know is already within you. You just need to tune in. The more you practice stillness, grounding, and energy alignment, the more intuitive you become. Your intuition is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And as it strengthens, life stops feeling like a guessing game. You start moving with purpose, clarity, and an unshakable sense of alignment. So, take a breath. Find your stillness. Trust the process. Your intuition is ready to guide you. Chapter 6. Manifestation and Intuition. A perfect pair. You've probably heard about the law of attraction, the idea that what you think about, you bring about. But here's the thing most people get wrong. It's not just about thinking, it's about aligning. Your thoughts and feelings are energy, vibrating at specific frequencies. Manifestation happens when your energy matches the vibration of what you desire. And guess what? Intuition is the bridge that gets you there. Intuition doesn't just help you navigate life. It's the key to unlocking the life you dream about. It doesn't rely on guesswork or wishful thinking. It's your inner compass, pointing you toward the actions, people, and opportunities that align with your goals. Let's start with the foundation. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe vibrates at its own frequency. From your thoughts and emotions to the coffee cup in your hand, it's all energy in motion. When you want to manifest something, a new job, a relationship, financial freedom, you have to align your energy with the vibration of that desire. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want to hear your favourite song, you need to be on the right frequency. Here's where intuition steps in. Your intuition is your internal tuner. It helps you recognize when your energy is aligned or not with your desires. It nudges you toward the actions and choices that raise your vibration, bringing you closer to your goals. Here's the mistake most people make with manifestation. They sit around waiting for things to magically fall into their lap. But manifestation isn't passive. It's a co-creative process. Your intuition doesn't just deliver vague feelings, it gives you clear, actionable guidance. These intuitive nudges might show up as a sudden urge to call someone, an idea that pops into your head seemingly out of nowhere, a gut feeling to take a risk or explore a new path. This is what's known as inspired action. It's not forced, calculated, or overthought. It feels natural, aligned, and often comes with a sense of excitement or clarity. Inspired action is the vehicle that takes your desires from thought to reality. Once you start acting on your intuition, the universe responds in kind. This is where synchronicities come into play. Those coincidences that feel too perfect to be random. You think about someone, and they call you moments later. An opportunity appears just as you need it. You keep seeing signs or symbols that reinforce your path. These synchronicities aren't accidents. They're feedback. They're the universe's way of saying, "Oh, you're on the right track. Keep going." The more you trust your intuition and act on its guidance, the more these synchronicities will appear. It's a virtuous cycle. Intuition leads to action leads to alignment, and alignment brings manifestation. These are practical steps to pair intuition with manifestation. 1. Clarify your desire. You can't align with what you want if you are unclear about what it is. Take time to visualize your desired outcome. Be specific. Feel the emotions of already having it. The more vividly you imagine it, the clearer the vibration you're sending out. 2. Tune into your intuition. Once your desire is clear, listen for guidance. Pay attention to gut feelings, sudden ideas, and moments of inspiration. These are your intuitive breadcrumbs leading you toward your goal. 3. Act on intuitive nudges. Don't wait for everything to make logical sense. If your intuition tells you to call someone, explore a new opportunity, or take a leap, do it. Inspired action often feels uncertain at first, but it always leads to growth. 4. Look for signs. Stay open to synchronicities. These signs confirm that your energy is aligning with your desire. Write them down, celebrate them, and use them as fuel to keep moving forward. 5. Release and trust. Here's the hardest part: letting go of control. Once you've aligned your energy and acted on your intuition, trust that the universe is working on your behalf. Doubt slows down the process, but faith accelerates it. Without intuition, manifestation feels like a guessing game. You're left wondering if you're doing enough, doubting every step, and second-guessing yourself. But when you partner with your intuition, everything changes. Intuition takes the guesswork out of manifestation. It shows you where to focus, when to act, and how to stay aligned. It makes the process feel less like work and more like flow. Manifestation isn't about forcing outcomes, it's about creating alignment. And intuition is the key to that alignment. It's the voice inside you that knows what's best, what's next, and what's possible. So the next time you feel that nudge, that pull, that whisper of "go this way," don't ignore it. Follow it. Trust it. Because when you combine the power of intuition with the principles of manifestation, you're no longer chasing your dream life. You're attracting it, one aligned action at a time. Chapter 7. Living intuitively. Owning your power picture. You wake up in the morning with clarity. Every decision feels aligned, not forced. Every action has purpose, not doubt. Every step you take is guided by something deeper than logic. A connection to the truth of who you are and where you're meant to go. This is what living intuitively feels like. It's not about perfection or never making mistakes. It's about trusting yourself so completely that even when things don't go as planned, you know they're unfolding exactly as they should. It's about moving through life with ease, confidence, and alignment because you're tapped into the flow of the universe. Here's the thing: intuition isn't just for big, life-changing moments. It's a tool you can use every day for everything from small choices to massive dreams. The key is making it a habit, a natural, automatic part of how you live. 1. Start small practice using your intuition for low-stakes decisions. What to eat, which route to take, when to say yes or no. These micro-decisions build trust in your inner voice. 2. Create space for listening. Intuition needs stillness. Carve out moments of quiet in your day. A 5-minute pause, a mindful walk, or even just sitting with your thoughts. The more you listen, the more you'll hear. 3. Check in with your body. Your intuition speaks through your body as much as your mind. Pay attention to sensations, a flutter in your chest, a knot in your stomach, a sense of calm or unease. These signals are your inner compass. 4. Journaling for clarity. Write down your intuitive hits, decisions, and outcomes. Over time, you'll notice patterns in how your intuition speaks to you and how often it leads to the right path. 5. Set daily intentions. Each morning, take a moment to ask yourself, what feels aligned for me today? Let your intuition guide your priorities and focus. Living intuitively doesn't mean throwing logic out the window. Logic and intuition are partners, not enemies. Think of them as two sides of the same coin. Intuition points the way. It shows you the direction that feels right, even if you can't explain why. Logic helps you follow through. It plans the route, evaluates risks, and ensures your actions are practical. The balance lies in letting intuition lead while using logic to execute. Trust your gut to choose the destination, then let your mind handle the logistics. Here's an example. You feel drawn to a new job opportunity, even though it's outside your comfort zone. That's intuition speaking. Logic steps in to help you update your resume, prepare for the interview, and weigh the practicalities. Together, they create a powerful synergy that moves you forward with confidence. When you live intuitively, it's no longer something you do. It becomes who you are. You stop needing constant validation from others because your decisions come from within. You stop chasing what doesn't feel right because you trust the universe to bring what aligns with you. Living intuitively means saying no without guilt when something feels wrong. Taking leaps of faith because they resonate deeply with your truth. Trusting the timing of your life, even when it feels uncertain. Navigating challenges with grace, knowing you're being guided toward growth. Intuition isn't just a tool, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of being so connected to your inner truth that you radiate confidence, peace, and purpose. The moment you start living intuitively, you reclaim your power. You stop outsourcing your decisions to others, doubting your instincts, or waiting for permission to follow your dreams. You realize that everything you've been searching for outside of yourself was within you all along. This isn't just about making better choices, it's about living a life that feels aligned with who you truly are. It's about stepping into your authenticity and owning the power of your intuition as the ultimate guide to your highest self. When you live intuitively, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You move with confidence, act with purpose, and create a life that feels effortless because it's aligned. You stop being reactive to the world and start shaping it according to your truth. This isn't a skill you pick up and put down. It's a transformation, a reconnection to the deepest part of yourself. And when you embrace it fully, you realize that intuition isn't just a guide, it's your greatest power. So, take a moment to breathe. Feel your intuition rising within you. And remember, the life you're meant to live is waiting. All you have to do is trust, listen, and take the next step. Conclusion: trust the power. Within your intuition is the universe whispering through you, a direct line to infinite wisdom, a guide that transcends logic and time. It's not random and it's not fragile. It's powerful, unshakable, and always present. The more you listen, the louder it speaks. The more you trust, the clearer it becomes. This isn't just about making better choices or finding your path. It's about remembering who you are. You are intuitive by design. It's your birthright, your connection to everything that is, was, and will be. So here's the truth. Your intuition isn't just a tool. It's your superpower. Use it, trust it, and let it guide you to the life you're meant to live. Because when you embrace it fully, you'll realize that everything you've ever needed has been within you all along. The universe is speaking. Are you ready to listen?